like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? Now you cannot go.
baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey everybody, come on in, come on in. I got Tina. She said popcorn. Got you. Your number is 7929514. CV Bates. She said popcorn. Your number is 7929513. You guys come on in. And then we got Lisa Taylor. She said she next. Ooh-wee. She said popcorn. Your number is 7929512. You guys, we'll probably be coming in all day today. The reason why everybody's saying popcorn, the first three comes in say popcorn, you get tickets. When we're doing pop-ups, this is a pop-up. I said within, if it's less than an hour of our scheduled time, it would not be considered a pop-up. You guys, I want to keep you guys informed of what's going on. I noticed we cannot find this trial nowhere. It's not on court TV. It's not on no news. Every now and then, they'll run out the courtroom if they have a recess or taking a break or lunch or whatever. And the news is just doing, and I guess the judge was like, no, because there's a kid involved. I don't know his reasoning why. But let me share with you guys what I have heard so far and what I have gathered. So we know that we were waiting to see what was going on. Well, they've already did opening statements. Everybody in the house, please put a 1 in the chat if you're hearing what I'm saying. Opening statements are completed on both sides. The defense side and the prosecution side. The mom, Cody's mom, already been on the stand. She is now off the stand. Okay? She was supposed to come back. Court went to recess at 12:30. They was going to come back at 1:30. So they're back in court right now. They're 1 hour ahead of us. They're going to let the child testify. Now, let me tell you, if you don't know, the child will be in a disclosed location. The child will not be in the courtroom. The child is too young for all of that. Well, Doodle Brown got angry, was like, I want to be where the child is at and all this other stuff. And the judge is like, hey, no, no, the child is in a dislocated area. And no, you can't, no, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Doodle Brown is called the lead attorney on this, and he's going to be doing all the arguing, all the everything. He done already challenged the judge. Let me tell you. Doodle Brown told the judge that the judge was being biased, unfair, prejudiced, whatever you want to call it. Because everybody that they were striking to be on the jury from the jury pool, they were this is what he claimed. Allegedly, Doodle Brown saying that the judge is being prejudiced. Undisclosed. Thank you, Kay. Undisclosed location. But the judge is like, no. He was like, you need to recuse yourself. because you can't be fair. You're letting the prosecution get everything, and you're telling us no, 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 no. But every time when there's a black person that can be a juror, because you know that black people are more sympathetic, you striking them, no, they can't be on there. So then they were saying like, well, he was like, well, well, give me an example. And he was like number 23. And he was like, juror number 23 is not even black. That's what the judge says. And Duda Brown was like, yes, he is. And the judge says, no, he's not. And Duda Brown said, yes, he is. The judge says, no, he's not. So they called in the jurors, and they numbered juror 23. And juror 23, he was black. And then they still, ended up, the judge was like, well, that's not the reason why that person's getting striked. The person getting striked because they probably can't handle all the descriptive things that we're going to be talking about, or they had a family member that was already something to do with some violence or abuse or rape or whatever. And so they struck all of them. They got their jurors. They got 6 that the prosecutions picked, 6 that the defense picked, and the judge picked the 2 alternates. Okay, so like I said, Duda Brown wants to be there. They said no. So they're wanting, the judge already explained the rules to the jurors, this person is on trial for, murder, 2nd-degree murder, concealing a body, and you guys got to go back, pick a foreman, and all this other stuff. They're saying now, remember they were saying, well, they should be done between the 4th and the 8th. They're saying now that this trial is going to go follow into the next week of Monday because it's moving a little slow. They're saying that the mother was on the stand and she was very emotional. Right at the beginning, you guys, right at the beginning, the mother was emotional when they just showed her a picture of Corey and showed her a picture of Cody. She stated that they was in a relationship for 4 years. They was in a relationship for 4 years, and that I don't know what the reason why, but they was in a co-parenting relationship. And so Corey had met her halfway, and I guess to help her out, he was going to take the kids for a while. So they drove to some location, and so she handed him the kids, all 4 kids. And after she handed him the kids, he ghosted her. He would not answer no texts, no emails, wouldn't call, wouldn't answer the phone, got his number changed, everything like that. So they listened to all that testimony. All of that went on. Let me see. The judge says that the judge was happy that he was going to, that they have a jury trial so he could sit back. It won't be on him. He's not making the decision. They will be making the decision. He's just going to make sure everybody follows the rules. So the judge ain't got nothing to do with it. That's what he told him. And then, and I want you guys to know, there's 10 men, 10 women. You guys okay? There's 10 women, there's 4 men, and between that 14, 10 women, 4 men. That's 14. Yeah. Because it's 6 and 6, and then the 2 that the judge picked. There's 4 blacks in all. So, I don't know. Duda Brown is being a clown right now. Duda Brown is being a clown. I just got word that the mom just got done testifying. DJ is next. They go back to court at 1:30. That was the last text I had got. Okay, you guys? So we're keeping you guys informed. No matter how we get it, we're getting it. Okay? And I just thank the people that's reaching out and making sure that we get this information. You know, I don't care where we get it from. I want to know what's going on. You guys want to know what's going on. And so we're going to continue to follow this. It's just weird how they had Harmony case where the whole world could see it. I wonder why they're not having this case so the whole world could see it. We're all interested. I mean, the weird thing about this case was, this case, and I'm not saying, this case was before Harmony. And Harmony case done already went to trial and everything. It's weird. And it was on Court TV. All the news stations was covering it. Why nobody's covering this case? I don't get it. I don't understand. It's a whole baby. Hey, this is SP. What's going on?
Hey, SP, real quick. I'm at work. Real quick. Did y'all hear what the mama said? Girl.
Yeah, tell us what the mama said.
Okay, so look, she was saying that she got an email.
Hold on. I don't think, hold on, because Lisa had we wanted to know what the mama had said. And hold on, let me try to call her real quick. Oh, dang it, I can't call her. Let me text her and tell her to come in the room, cause I don't know where she's at. Hold on, let me just text her. I can't call her.
Lisa?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where she at. She's not in the chat room.
Tina getting ready. She wanted to know what the mother said. Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay, go ahead. I was trying to call you, girl, and I couldn't. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so allegedly, the mother, Doodoo Brown, he was asking the mama, so good mama, that's what they calling her, good mama.
They calling her good mama?
Her good mama.
Why they calling her good mama?
So good mama, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you why. So anyway, he said, well, how much did you give her money? I mean, how much did you give Cory money? She said $150. And 4 years, $150.
Uh-huh.
Hey, good mama.
Is that what he said? He said, hey, good mama?
Uh-huh, that's what he's saying.
Oh,
He
okay.
said, okay, good mama. He said, now when's the last time that you seen your children? He said, at the twins' birthday party. At the twins' birthday party. Okay, so it keeps getting more. Okay, y'all want to hear the good stuff?
Uh-huh.
So Cory emailed the good mama and told the mama that Cody is touching one of the twins, if y'all know what I mean.
Touching one of the twins, like fondling one of the twins?
Fondling. Uh-huh.
Well, the twins, aren't they boys?
I think one of them is a girl and one of them is a boy. I don't know. It might be two boys.
I thought it was two boys.
Okay, so anyway, listen, y'all. Listen, because I got the scoop. I got the allegedly.
Come on.
So anyway, if you don't fix it, I'm going to hurt him.
Shut up.
Girl, go look. I've sent you.
I know. I just made it home.
Okay, so look. Listen to that, SP. I'm telling you what I know.
So he said that, okay, Cody's been touching one of the twins, and if she don't fix it, he's going to hurt Cody.
Yes.
He gone. Bye. Thank you, Cory. Thank you.
Yep. And he said, well, good mama. He said, and you didn't get in contact with the aunts or the uncles. He changed his number, she said. She said, okay. Doodoo Brown said, okay.
Oh.
Supposedly. Allegedly. Okay?
No, she was.
Okay, so, anywho,
I mean, she was very emotional on the stand. They say she was very emotional.
okay, so my thing is, I agree with what the people that's standing outside. Okay, so anyway, I feel like this: if Cory gonna go down, she need to go down too because she knew all this stuff. He was telling her everything that he was going to do to this baby.
He did?
She knew it.
I mean, but was that the only thing he said, that he was going to do something to the baby?
He said that he's such a mama's boy. That Cody was such a mama's boy. And if you don't fix it, he's gonna hurt her.
He's going to hurt the baby?
He was gonna hurt the baby. Matter of fact, he didn't see this once. He seen it twice. He said I caught him again touching one of my kids.
Oh.
He seen this twice.
Oh, my God.
See, all this stuff we didn't even know, y'all. But I don't believe Cody was. I don't believe Cody.
Well, kids get very, what they see is what they pick up.
Right.
And they don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something, and they experiment. They experiment with dogs. They experiment with bottles. They experiment with other kids.
Wait a minute. SP, I don't mean to cut you off. He said, well, how old was Cody at the time? She said 3. 3? She said, yeah, 3. He was 3 at the time when Cory told me that he was fondling one of the twins. He was 3.
He's seen it somewhere. I'm not saying he didn't do it. You know, I'm not gonna call that mother a lie. That's her testimony. I'm pretty sure that's what the text says.
Right.
So it's not even allegedly. That's facts.
He was 3 at the time.
That's facts.
Right, that's facts. That's facts.
Now, we don't know if the baby did touch the other kid. He probably said.
That's what I'm saying, allegedly.
He probably saying that. Cause see, I was just talking to Lisa while I was doing my errands, and I was telling Lisa, that woman, the mama, didn't come get them kids. She left them kids. She did.
Right.
And that's why they calling her good mama, because she left them kids with him.
Right.
And I think Cory was mad at her because she's having all the fun in the world, going to parties and everything. Because I seen some text messages from the sister reaching out to the mama talking about, you in town, why you ain't stopped and seen your kids. See, I think she knew where those kids were because somebody said, remember a long time ago, somebody said that car that they had was her car. And I said, well, how could that be her car if she didn't know where they lived at? How could that have been her car? So, you know, Lisa and I, we were talking about that. And, yeah.
Right.
Oh.
So my thing is, you know, she and Mr. Doodoo Brown, and he said you didn't contact the police down here in Hampton. No. Why not?
If he said he was gonna hurt one of the kids, that boy is gone.
Yeah, that's what was said.
You can't even threaten to say something of that nature without you doing at least 5 to 10.
That's right.
That's it.
Bye, Cory. See you later. Mm-hmm.
And then he had nerves to put it in a text.
Yep, in an email.
In an email.
Uh-huh. So that way.
So that tells you that he didn't have her number to reach her, so he emailed it to her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my goodness! I told you. Yep, I knew that.
Oh, our bill has been passed for the Cody Alert
Yeah,
I'm just letting y'all know.
we already
Our
know,
bill has
but it
been
needs to
paid.
be signed.
Yes. Uh, what else? What else am I forgetting? Oh dear goodness gracious. Um, so there went
Did the mother say anything else?
huh?
Did the mother say anything else?
Doodle Brown was like, well, did you have a job, good mama? She said, yeah. And he was like, well, how long did you work at this job? She said 4 months. 4 months?
That's when she was a CNA.
Right. And how much did you send Corey? 150. 150. But,
Okay. Did they talk to her about abuse?
I'm not for sure about that. I'm not for sure.
Okay.
I'm not for sure. I'm pretty sure that came out too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what the prosecutors was probably talking to her about. Like, their fight that they had. Was he abusive person? And things. Because now you're going to get with the kid, and the kid's going to have to say,
Oh yeah, because Doodoo Brown was like, well, how long was y'all together? She said 4 months.
for
And
4
then
years.
She was like,
4 years.
Right. I'm sorry, y'all. 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, I moved to D.C. And then she was like, we agreed to co-parent,
Mm-hmm.
And then she brought him back. And then after that, Corey just changed.
She brought what back?
She brought the kids back.
Oh.
She met them halfway. She said that she dumped them off at 7-Eleven. I mean, not dumped them off. I mean, like, gave them to Corey at 7-Eleven.
She gave the kids to Corey at a 7-Eleven and then came back and picked them up?
Huh?
That's what I'm asking you.
No. She brought them back down here. She brought them down here.
Oh, back to Virginia.
Back to Virginia.
And they met up at 7-Eleven?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's where she dropped them off to him at.
At 7-Eleven. Right. She dropped them off at 7-Eleven. And then at that, she said she didn't have no contact because he changed his number. He said in 4 years, you didn't.
But when he changed his number, he reached out to her on the email.
Right. But the thing that they wanted her to say was, well, I reached out to the uncles and I reached out to the aunt, which she didn't do. She only reached out to Corey, through emails.
Okay. Lisa, Lisa want me to call her, so hold on.
Hello?
Hey, I got you. I'm finna tag you in with Tina. Lisa says she has a question.
What's that? Well, you was getting to the question. That's why I was waiting when the last part that you all were talking about. Let me see what it was. What was the last part you all was talking about?
Where she jumped.
Email? Oh, so on the email, that's what it was. So with the email, when he emailed her and said, because I'm concerned that, so I think this does seal the fate of Corey. But, because who kills a 3-year-old for presumed touching of another kid? Because most of the time when a kid is touched, then, you don't sit down with the kid and say, where'd you learn that? You don't do that, whatever. So with the email that she said she received from Corey, and she said that he said, you touching my kid, you better come get your kid or whatever. Did she respond to the email? I don't think she did. like come down here and check it out. She didn't respond to nothing. She didn't respond. She didn't care about that baby. I'm gonna tell you one thing. She didn't care. She didn't react. She ain't done nothing.
But she cried in court, so she cared. She cared as a mother. She just didn't care enough to save her kid, I guess.
Right.
Or think that her kid needs to be saved.
Right.
Okay, so the mother in the court, when the prosecution, and you know, it's all kinds of disrespectful for them to let this man call this woman good mother. You know, that is just offensive all in itself.
Exactly. They shouldn't even do that.
Call this woman by her name. But this case is becoming a whole circus because no judge in America will let this man not call this woman Mr. or Mrs. whatever her name is. For him to stand up in the court and degrade this woman by calling her good mother, you know, he just slapping her every time he asks her a question. Good mother, good mother. You know,
Blaming her. Blaming her.
Right.
And they letting them get away with that. I ain't even gonna say it, but you know what I want to call them. But I'm just gonna let that ride.
Yeah.
So when the prosecution,
Ninjas.
Right. That's what I was going to say, but I want to ask P to say it, ninjas.
and it's no coup, and the jury takes note, regardless of what people presume that they winning or losing. I don't know, I've been on the jury before, and the behavior in the court does make a difference on your decision, because sometimes your judge, your lawyer can make it worse for you. You know, that's just behavior, it's just disrespectful. And if I was a juror and I sat there and listened to this man just refer to this woman as good mother instead of by her name, you know, that's the ultimate disrespect in the courtroom. And, you know, shame on them for letting them get away with that. But my question is with the prosecution, when they brought her out and they asked her about Cory, and she got her charge against Cory herself for domestic violence. They never brought up the violence toward her from him.
Right.
So they left that open as the email, which is him saying, "I'm gonna do something to the kid," which is a game changer all in itself. But they just left it at that. They never brought up the behavior from him for her.
Right.
And she's gone now. She's excused.
I think so. The baby coming up next.
But they can call her back. They can call her back to come back.
Right. They can call her back. Right.
Well, they probably don't need to. They got the one Trump from her.
Oh yeah, that right there. That right there was the card right there. That's the Trump card right there.
Because the bottom line to that is it's the same thing with the letters. So the letters said all different things, but they all, at the end of all of them, he did say the baby was dead. So now she got the email confirming that, you know, if you don't come get this kid, I'm going to do something to him if something happened to the baby. So that's him, you know, all those is admission that this baby is gone at the hands of this man.
And that's probably why he said something about putting doo-doo on the baby after he done killed the baby.
Yep.
Yeah, right, because he was disgusted at what he says the baby is doing. And his perception of what that baby was doing could be all wrong.
Oh
You know,
my.
little kid, look, I got grand twins, and I got a dog, and my dog had puppies. And my granddaughter keeps saying that the dog is cow, because her nipples ain't low, but she's a baby. So she, you know, you see what I'm saying? So the perception of what she's doing, she want to milk the dog, but it's a dog.
Right.
So her perception of because the perception of what these kids are doing is not like ours as adults. So she thinks that was a cow, but this is a dog.
Right.
So he could have thought that this was this baby was doing, but it's not what the baby was doing.
Right.
And even if it was, just for argument's sake, even if it was a 3-year-old, which I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that's what this baby was doing. He's 3 years old. So if he was doing it, he had to learn it from somewhere. And opposed to that being his death sentence because he touched his baby brother, you know, why
Right.
You know, why is the end result of it is he want to beat the baby because his perception of what the baby is doing is all wrong.
That's right. That's right. You know, instead of getting, instead of the baby having a, and I agree with you, Lisa. I agree with you wholeheartedly. You know, instead of getting the baby the help that he needed, he didn't have to do this to this baby.
The baby, being 3 years old, don't really understand what they're doing. If he did do that, I don't believe the baby was doing that. He's 3. Now, I'm gonna tell you, babies 3 years old, 2 years old, they do some stuff. My little one, she pulls her clothes off in front of people when she was 2, and she continued to do it for a while, for a long time. I mean, it was just I couldn't bring nobody home. But I don't think they understand the meaning of what they're doing. They've seen it somewhere. It could be TV, or they seen it somewhere, so they do it. They sometimes get a reaction,
Right.
but they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing, but they don't know really why they're doing what they're doing. It's because they've seen something, seen somebody, and if the child even did that. I always said, and then this is just my perspective, nobody has to agree with it. I've always said Corey wanted that mama back, and he was saying whatever and doing whatever to get her attention, get back at her. I think Corey was mad that the mother left him with them kids, didn't come back to get them kids, and here he done left his whole wife, his whole family, and now he's got 4 kids, and the girl that he left his house, his home, is out running around. And then he reached out saying, hey, the baby's doing this, the baby doing that, come and get him, or da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, hey, I ain't going near him and them kids, because the family tripping, they want to fight me. I don't know. I don't think she just say, hey, you can have the kids. But just like she was scared.
I agree. That's what happened, and I also agree that he wanted this woman back, and this woman wouldn't come back.
Yeah, but she's scared of them, because look at his sister. His sister want to beat her up every time his so-called sister that he hugs like a woman, like his girlfriend, just like he's doing Amina Matheny. They acting like they girlfriend, boyfriend too.
Right.
Did you see him? Did you see him? Did you see him walking hand to hand? Arm
in arm, and I was like, well, what we got going on here? We might need to pause right here.
Girl, she cheesing like a chess cat. Like she just ate all the rats. She just cheesing ear to ear, smiling on his arm.
And then, the other reality of this baby, and his perception of what this baby was doing, is he got grown kids. So he's been in the house with small kids before. So he knows the behavior of small kids, and he knows doggone well, even if this, I don't believe that's what the baby was doing. I just don't believe a 3-year-old. And I know times have changed, and babies are doing stuff that, we probably haven't seen, but I just don't believe this baby knowingly is offending these other kids.
Yeah.
And as a parent who have grown adults and he's been in the house with them before, Corey knows, you gotta stop. They tell you at the school, when your babies are at school, if somebody touched you here, this your private part. If somebody touched you there, and so there's no way in the world this man gonna say, somebody, if this come get your kid if I hurt him because he touching my other kids. No, that's not it. It's what you said, SC. This man wants this woman back and she won't come. So he enraged, and he took it out on them kids because he enraged, he can't have the mama.
Yeah.
Right. I agree with Lisa on that one, SC.
Yeah.
I sure do. I believe it's furthermore with that. I'm not going. I agree. I'm not going around in circles. But once a woman has been abused before, she ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Once she get away, she is over with you. That's why you do your family. Don't
And she tried to go through the courts to get him to go to court. She wasn't gonna meet him up nowhere. He talking crazy like he talking and stuff. Girl.
Girl, all right, ladies. Well, I'm at work, but anyway, I just wanted my 2 cents.
Alrighty.
You have a good day.
Trina, Tina, you gotta come back. We gotta know what the baby said.
Okay, well, I'm coming back.
Okay, we definitely gotta know what the baby said.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
thank you.
I'll be back. All right.
Alright.
All right, so we went up now because she got the text message. So we went up.
Yeah.
One nail in the coffin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right, ladies. Y'all have a good one.
Alright.
All right, so
Lisa, you can stay on. Tina, you can hang up.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay. Lisa. You there?
I am very encouraged with the text message.
You what?
I am very encouraged with the text message
With the email.
or the email, whatever it was.
And that's crazy.
It's in writing.
Huh?
It's in writing, so that's like I say it's in writing. So text message, email is the same thing. It's all in writing. That's the same as signing the letter.
Yeah. And that's why that mother said, I ain't got nothing to say. I'll see him in court. She already knew her baby was gone.
Yeah, she knew because she already said it.
Yeah.
These people just be full blown. If you're gonna commit a crime, don't put it in writing. Good Lord, Jesus Christ, that's basic criminality 101. You never put it in writing.
Yeah. He probably was. K Solo said he probably was trying to lure her to take her out.
Yeah, he was trying to get her back because he was abusive. And abusive men, he did that to get her there. And they don't tell her, she would have came back. It could have been her, not the baby.
And that's probably why she met him at 7-Eleven. She was like, I ain't going to no house or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Who's not afraid of abusive men? Don't nobody want to get up and live in a house where they're afraid and they got to walk on eggs and eggshells just to figure out what kind of mood this man in today. So, she was afraid. That's why she was at 7-Eleven as opposed to being at his house.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her. I dropped him off at the 7-Eleven too, or the U-Haul station, or wherever. Whoever got a public door with a light on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we got one trump card on the deck. We'll put that in the win column.
That's a win. That's a sure win right there. How did Amina Mathena thought she was that girl gonna get on the stand and tell those jurors that email exists, and it does.
Because she's gonna counteract it with that good mama shit.
And you know what? You were right. I'm gonna say this. I was in court fighting to keep my son in a child custody case with my son's father, and I played my cards right because I didn't have my attorney there with me because he told me I could handle it. He was like, you're finna pay me $500 to walk in there and say what you can say. And he was like, if you need me, call me, but you can handle it. You can handle it, SP. I was like, okay. I walked in there. I asked for a continuance. The judge says no. I said, let me get time, to get my money together, to get an attorney. The judge says, no, we're going to handle this right now. And then they got to talking to me and stuff. And I was disrespecting my son's father by talking to the attorney, calling him by his name and not saying his representative, not saying attorney, not saying lawyer. If his name was Tom, I said, Tom called me and told me I have to do this and I have to do that. I didn't call him, and I did that on purpose because I was trying to show how the attorney was attacking me and calling my house and harassing me for my son's father. So I did that by disrespecting him by calling him Tom. I know. I'm serious. That's what I called him. I said Tom called me and told me I better do this and I better do this now, and he's not playing with me, and Tom did this and I knew the judge was looking at me, and I was calling this attorney by his first name, not even last name. I called him Tom, and that was so disrespectful, but I made that attorney so mad. He got to clowning around, and the judge found favor in me. Then my son's dad got to clowning around because I was being very disrespectful by calling him Tom. Now here's the thing: the judge should have said, "Listen, ma'am, you will." His name is Tom Bradley, so you will call him Tom Bradley, or attorney, or representative, or lawyer, or whatever. But do not call him Tom. Because they wasn't calling me by my first name or calling me good mom or whatever. If they would have said that, I would have said, hold up. I am a good mother. I am. And quit calling me that, because you're insinuating that I'm not. And you're harassing me on the stand. They harassing that woman on the stand.
And the judge let him do it, which is so discouraging. Like, what in the world? Where in the United States of America do a lawyer get away with that?
Yeah, and her child is gone. Her child is dead. And you calling her the good mom?
Because it's a dark, but you know why the prosecution didn't object to it? Because all that old...
They showing that ignorance.
Yeah, it's just the ignorance and all that plays when you go back in that jury. These people don't go back there and not take their common sense with them. So, they see all that, just like everybody see that it's just full-blown disrespect. Who does that? Where do they do that? I've been doing law 23 years. I've never in my life heard nobody do a whole case with a witness calling them good mama.
And here's the thing. Think about when they're calling her a good mother. They're literally, I'm being honest with you. Think about, she's sitting up in the stand. Okay, good mom. They're basically telling the jurors that she's not a good mother.
Right, that she's such a good, right, it's the opposite of what they saying. They throwing a dart at her the whole time, saying if you're a good mother, why are your kids with this man?
Yeah, blaming her. They blaming her because the child is dead.
I just don't even understand. I just don't even understand how they got away with it. I just can't. I would just need somebody to sit me down and explain it to me.
I particularly seen some things. I seen her dancing on TikTok, but I would have never.
But she's on trial. She's not on trial.
Right. I would never. She's still a victim. You know what I'm saying? I would never. And when people say, yeah, you disrespect me, I say, hey, no, I didn't. Even on April, I said, April, I ain't said nothing about you. I was talking to somebody else. And she thought I was talking about her. I said, no, honey, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about somebody else. Because you're the victim, I give you leniency. You're a victim. Now, I'm not going to say what's not true. Now, I said, it's just common sense not to leave a 3-year-old out in crack alley, but that's something you did.
Just hearing the testimony.
But I didn't call her no names.
The testimony itself is a little disheartening as a mother, and I was the one rallying for the mother, thinking that she, I won't say that. Oh, that's like you look good. Thank you, honey. It doesn't matter. It's still a win for the day.
Yeah, it was a win.
And that's how the prosecution said. That's probably why
they seeing how foolish these attorneys are, and they just letting him do it too.
Yeah, but I think some other stuff he's doing. He's just an idiot, and he gonna lose the case just because he.
Oh my goodness! I think he's in kiddie trial or something, juvenile trial or something.
Oh, he thinks it's a joke.
Why would you talk to a witness, and she's the baby's mama, and be calling her good. Okay, good mom. They're doing it sarcastically. You know.
I'm glad they let it ride.
Hmm. Okay.
I am, because it's really not important. It's just a thing, but it's, to be honest, it ain't that important. I just have never seen or heard of it in my life.
Well, yeah. See, you're not gonna get to hear that on Channel 13 News.
I wouldn't put that on the news either, because this lawyer is an idiot, and I see why y'all call him Doodle Brown, because he is. I wouldn't call him Doodle. I call him S word. He is that.
Doodle Brown. He got the name for a reason.
Yeah, what Doodle represents,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just not okay to just be just blatant disrespectful. That's horrible.
Yeah. It's a hit with an S in front of it.
Yeah, I want to know what happened with the little boy. I don't think he's the case.
No, I think he did do what he said he did. I think he did what he said he did. Dug him up and then pooped on him and all of that. I think he wanted her to hear what he did to that child. I think he wanted her to know what he did. Chopped him up and everything. And then pooped on him. That's why he got Doodle Brown representing him. Oh my God. I almost couldn't even breathe.
Testimony from the son. So the son should be on the stand now.
Yep. The son is on the trial on the stand, and he'll probably say how, the dad would beat Cody or whoop Cody. Cody would always get in trouble. Cody,
It doesn't matter. That ain't no death sentence. People always talking about them, well, they want the best human beings. So what? So what? You don't get to kill them?
you know, and anybody that has kids and have a lot of kids around, 3, 4, 5, you gotta watch them. And I'm not saying Cody did this, but even if he did do it, he's still his child too. You can't pick which child you're going to defend. They're all your kids. So if the child is doing something of that nature, like you were saying, you set them down and you keep them away from each other. You don't put them in the same bed. You put one in the bed with you or something and whatever. You got all that big money, you put a camera in there so you can watch them.
I don't believe the baby did that. No, I don't believe
You don't go killing the kid because he touched another kid. Kids touch kids all the time. They kiss them all the time. They fondle them. They don't even know they fondle. They might pinch their butt or whatever.
Yeah, because they see it. If you watch a basketball game, we're seeing basketball players pat each other on their ass every game.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Well, I better not say that. Some people in here get mad if I said what I said. But there's a lot of messiness in Corey's family, with his other kids.
Oh no, I'm just looking for.
I'm just being honest. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
I think it will be wrapped up Friday, and that's the reason why they won't give Amina, whatever her name is. Dang, I forgot to ask Pam if she got her new week. I think it'll move along now, but that's why they won't give her what they want, because they got all these trump cards.
Yeah.
Get what she wants.
And you saying you think it might be a video out there?
Yeah, because the report says that they was asking the jury. One of the juror questions was, "Will you be offended if you see a child being beaten or something else?" I don't remember what the second one, but the question was "she," not "he." So
Yeah.
that's why I think it's a video, because of the choice of words they use in the jury questioning.
Right.
And so the jury questionnaire is online. And one of those questions is if you see a child being abused.
Right.
So that's why I assume it's a video and not a statement.
Here, they got a thing right here. Hold on. Let me put this on mute. I'm a.
News on the third day of trial for Corybigsby in Hampton. Testimony is now underway.
And jurors are hearing from the mother of Cody. Angelique Arentalk is live outside the courthouse after hearing some of the mother's testimony. Angelique.
When I stepped out of the courtroom just moments ago, the mother of Cody Bigsby, Dina Abdul Karim, took the stand. Prosecuting attorneys called her as their first witness. She took the stand and appeared to be struck by emotion by having to identify the defendant in this case and her ex, Cory Bigsby, as well as Cody, through a photograph. Karim says she and Bigsby had a 4-year-long relationship. They share 4 children, including Cody, who Bigsby reported missing in January 2022. Now, Bigsby faces charges of murder and concealing Cody's body. In court this morning, Karim spoke about custodial disputes with Bigsby. Those ultimately led to what she calls an agreement of co-parenting. Karim, who moved to D.C., testified she handed off their 4 children to Bigsby at a halfway point from Hampton in November 2020. From then on, Karim testified Bigsby, quote, for the most part, ghosted her. She said she didn't have access to her children despite her attempts to reach Bigsby by email, call, and text. And during opening statements this morning, prosecutors told jurors evidence will paint Bigsby from being a protector to a predator, alleging, quote, systemic abuse in this case. Attorneys on the defense side, meanwhile, say there is no evidence to prove a murder took place here, which is the charge Bigsby faces. My colleague Dan Kennedy is inside the courtroom right now, following all the developments there while I am outside relaying this information to you. What we're also curious about today is whether today is the day Cody's older brother, 7-year-old brother, will testify in this case. We'll keep you guys posted. Live in Hampton, Angelique.
Okay. That's not what I wanted. We already had heard that, but that's not what I wanted. I thought it was something else jumped up. Uh-oh. It's telling me to install it. You there? Lisa.
Yep, I'm here.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find it real quick. I'm trying to find it. I'll have to look for it. Yeah, they're just gonna have clippings of this. I have to find it. I can't find it. Why? I'm on this small phone and I just cannot find it right now. Oh Lord. No, that was not helpful. Let me see. 232. Nope. I can't find it right now. Okay.
We know your opinion.
Let me see if this is it.
Got some more evidence.
Uh, uh, They got a picture of the mother. Girl, go to 13 News now, and they're captured. That's the mother right there. I'm not going to put her picture up there, but that's the mother. She don't look as cute as she did before. She looks older. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know if you see her, but that's her. I'm trying to find that with an attorney case. She took the stand and appeared to be struck by motion. Okay. They shared in court Wednesday. She said she didn't have access. Kareem said in an email from Bigsby on April the 2021 read, I do not want to severely hurt him. This is, here it is right here. Here it is right here. Here it is. Got it. Okay. So in court Wednesday, which is today morning, Kareem spoke about custodial disputes with Bigsby. Those ultimately led to what she calls an agreement on co-parenting. Kareem, who moved to D.C., testified she handed off their 4 children to Bigsby at a halfway point from Hampton in November 2020. November 2020. Okay. From then on, Kareem testified Bigsby, for the most part, ghosted her. She said she didn't have access to her children despite her attempts to reach Bigsby. Kareem testified Bigsby shared concerns about Cody's behavior around some of his siblings. Kareem said in an email from Bigsby on April 2021, read, I do not want to severely hurt him to protect my babies. He needs to see a psychiatrist. He needs to come with you. Kareem mentioned in court that the last photo she saw of Cody was in June 2021. She said in the photo that he looks sad. He looks frightened. During cross-examination, one of Bigsby's attorney questioned how a good mother could stand staying away from her children for so long. Kareem said Bigsby didn't give her his Hampton address. Opening statements in the murder trial of Corybigsby are done, and prosecutors have called Cody's mother to the stand. Okay, they didn't tell us what the opening statement, how they did the opening statement. A jury has seated in the murder trial since Monday. Court Wednesday morning. Attorneys on each side, prosecutor and defense, were able to strike 6 in the pool, leaving 12, 10 women, 4 men, as well as 9 white people, 4 black people, and 1 Hispanic people. That's 15. The racial makeup of the jury is noteworthy because race served as the bias for objection by the prosecutor and defense attorneys to strike potential jurors. Opening statements are set to begin soon. To Corybigsby, Bigsby is accused. The boy's body never been found. Okay. The lack of the body can be difficult. Okay. That's all they're saying. Everything else we done went over.
Okay, well, the little boy should be coming up in about an hour. We should be able to hear what he says.
Alrighty. Alright. That's all I found. That's all I found. So I'm glad that Tina came on and shared with us exactly what was said about why that email was out there. And she said she seen that last photo of him. He looked as sad. You know? He looked like that's probably the photo we was like, is that Cody? That's when he was looking malnutrition, like he wasn't feeding them no more. Yes, she looked aged and stressed. She does. You're right. Okay. So, okay, you guys. We'll be on the watch, but it's 2:00 now. So if we come back on, it'll be our natural time. It won't be popcorn time, but it'll be our natural time. But stay tuned. Every time when we hear a little something, something, we come in here and we let you guys know. We'll be on it all day today until they go home. So I got time today. I done did my final early this morning. Boy, God is good. Got an A. I want you guys to know, if you didn't know, here's a little good news you guys can be happy for. We got both of the dogs back. My son's dogs, my grandson's dog. We got both of them back. It was amazing. A family on another county found the boy dog, Paulo, and they called my son. My son went and picked up the dog when my grandson was at school. So then he went to go pick up Pooh Bear, and Pooh Bear was in the car. He's been sad. He's been going to school crying and sad, you guys. And so Pooh Bear got in the car, and Pooh Bear was like, he's still talking about the dog. Is we gonna get another dog? We gonna get a puppy? We gotta get a puppy. We gonna love on this puppy. And so they had the girl dog, and her name is Mila. So my son told Pooh Bear, when you go in the house, just love on Mila, because Mila miss Apollo too. Just give Mila a big old hug, and we'll think about getting another dog. And he was like, I will. He's like, Mila's sad too. But they didn't tell Pooh Bear that Apollo was back home. So they open up the door, and Pooh Bear steps in the house, and Paulo ran to Pooh Bear, and Pooh Bear started crying. And the dog was like, hoo, hoo, hoo. And Pooh Bear was like, hoo, hoo, hoo. And then the mama, Pooh Bear's mama, she crying. Everybody in the house crying. And the dog, hoo, 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 hoo. And my son called me and said, Mama, all these crybabies over here, they all crying over this dog. And the dog crying too. And Pooh Bear's so happy, because when Pooh Bear told me that Apollo was gone, he was like, Grandma, can you go look for him? I was trying to look for him. I'm trying to work and look for him and get off work and go down streets I don't even go down and everything, and getting off on highways. I'm like, I don't know where this dog could be at. The dog was in a whole different county. But I tell you what, you guys, it makes a big difference to those kids and those babies. I wanted to share that good news with you guys. And I'll just see you guys later. If I don't come on at 3, just know we done did 2 pop-ups today. We'll come on. We'll just share the love today. Because I think that that hole that Cody built for himself, he needs to go ahead and put dirt over it. He's done. It's a done deal. That right there is enough to send him away. Just writing that email. You can't, you know what I'm saying? They got that email, and then they got these other things where he said he did this stuff to the kid. This man, come on now. She said, we got to pop back up. We will pop back up. And whoever pop back up, we do the popcorn thing, and we will honor it. We'll pop back up. But if they still in court, and it's after 3 here, hey, we just be late. But I'll see you guys. And let me play this so we won't get a strike or anything. Thank you, Sonia Watts, for looking out. And I'll see you guys in a minute.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Come, won't you come along? like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this?
I
How you cannot go
Baby,
again?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah.